Look up at the night sky. So many stars shine bright. Our Earth is a blue marble. It floats in the big dark. It is a very special place. There is no other place like it. It is our only home, full of wonder and life. We are going on an adventure, a journey through deep time. We will see Earth's whole story. It is 4.6 billion years long. Imagine all those changes, from a fiery ball to us. This story is truly epic. Are you ready to explore? Think about our world today with its blue oceans and green lands, full of amazing animals and plants. But Earth was not always like this. Once, it was a hot, rocky place. Then, it became cool and watery. Life began in a simple way. So many incredible transformations. This story is important for us. It is the story of our planet. It is also part of our own story. Understanding Earth's past helps us. It helps us see why it's unique and why we must care for it. So, let's begin our journey now, back to the very, very beginning. A very long time ago, before anything we know existed, there was just a giant cloud made of dust and swirling gas, floating out there in space. Gravity, a pulling force, worked hard. It pulled the dust and gas together. Slowly, our Earth started to form. This baby Earth was not quiet. It was a very rough place to be. Many big space rocks crashed into it. These were enormous, fiery collisions. Each crash made Earth hotter. It became a glowing molten ball, a world made of melted rock. No land, no water, just fire. Imagine a world of volcanoes. Everywhere you looked, fire shot up. Volcanoes erupted with loud roars. They poured out rivers of hot lava. This lava cooled and made land. Gases also came from the volcanoes. They created Earth's first atmosphere, a sky of red, black, and orange. Then, something huge happened. A giant object, big as a planet, smashed right into young Earth. What a massive, world-changing crash. A big piece of Earth broke off. This piece flew out into space. It became our lovely moon. The moon helps Earth stay steady. After all those fiery crashes, Earth began to cool down a bit. This took a very long time. As it cooled, steam rose up. This steam was in the hot air. It formed massive dark clouds. Higher and higher they gathered. Soon they were full of water. Then the rain started to fall. It was not just a little shower. It rained and rained for ages, perhaps for thousands of years. So much water poured down, it filled up all the low places. These giant pools became oceans. Our planet started to look blue. Where did all this water come from? Scientists think some came from Earth, released as steam from volcanoes. But some water may have come from icy comets and asteroids. These space travelers hit Earth. They brought frozen water with them, helping to fill our vast oceans. And in these warm, early oceans, something truly amazing occurred. The very first life appeared. It was not big animals or plants. It was tiny, simple life forms, like little specks or microbes, so small you could not see them. But this was life's incredible start. These first living things were tiny. They were called microbes or bacteria. They floated safely in the oceans. Some of them learned a new trick, a very clever trick indeed. They started to make their own food using sunlight, water, and air. Just like plants do today. This food-making process was special. It also made something else. A gas called oxygen was released. Little by little, over millions of years, oxygen filled the ancient oceans. Then it started to fill the air. This was a huge change for Earth. It made our atmosphere breathable. Oxygen was new and strong. For some early life, it was poison. Many simple microbes died out. But for other life, oxygen was great. It gave them more energy. This allowed life to get bigger and much more complicated too. New kinds of creatures evolved. Then, a time called the Cambrian explosion. Suddenly, life became very diverse. In the oceans, many new animals appeared. It was like a big party for life. Some grew hard shells for protection. Others developed legs to crawl around. Many grew eyes to see their world. The seas were bustling with activity. For a long time, life stayed in water. But then, it started to explore. The very first plants grew on land. They made the land green and lovely. Then tiny insects followed them. Soon, bigger animals came ashore. Amphibians, then strong reptiles. The land was now full of life. And then came the amazing dinosaurs. These reptiles were truly incredible. Some were as big as houses. Others were small and very fast. Some ate only green plants. Others were mighty meat eaters. They ruled Earth for millions of years. So many different shapes and sizes. The dinosaurs had a long reign. The world was their giant kingdom. But one day, danger came from space. A huge rock, an asteroid, was speeding. It was heading straight for Earth. It crashed with a terrible force, a massive, fiery, dusty explosion. The sun was blocked by dark clouds. The world changed very quickly. It became cold and dark. Without sunlight, many plants died. The plant-eating dinosaurs had no food. Then the meat-eating dinosaurs suffered. It was a very hard time for life. The mighty dinosaurs could not survive. Most of them disappeared forever. When the giant dinosaurs vanished, the world became a quieter place. But not all life had disappeared. Small, furry animals had survived. These were the early mammals. They were tiny, like little mice. They had lived in the shadows. Now it was their chance to shine. With the big dinosaurs gone, mammals began to explore and grow. They found new foods and new homes. They became bigger and more diverse. Millions of years passed by. Some mammals started to change more. One group of primates evolved. They became the very first humans. These early humans were very clever. They learned to walk on two legs. This freed their hands for other things. Their brains also grew much bigger. They started to make tools from stone, tools for hunting and for building. They learned to control fire. They painted beautiful art in caves. Humans learned and changed quickly. They spread out from Africa, across all the continents of Earth. They built small villages to live in. Then they started to farm the land. This meant they could grow food. Villages grew into towns and cities. Humans began to change the planet. Our Earth has such a long story, full of fire, ice, and change, from tiny microbes to giant dinosaurs. And now, here we are, humans. We are a very recent part of it, living on this beautiful blue planet. It is a truly precious place, our one and only special home. Humans have become very powerful. We can change Earth very fast now. We build big cities and factories. We invent amazing new technology. But sometimes our actions harm Earth. The climate is getting warmer. Pollution dirties our air and water. Many plants and animals are in danger. Why should we protect our Earth? Because it gives us everything we need. Clean air to breathe every second. Fresh water to drink and use. Good food to eat and grow. It is home to millions of species. So much beauty and wonder exist here. We must keep it safe for the future. So, it is our turn to act. Let's be curious about our planet. Learn all we can about its story. Let's care for all its creatures and protect its beautiful wild places. Every small action we take matters. We can help make Earth healthier. Let's explore, cherish, and protect our amazing home.